Welcome back. I'm here with Robert Ritz to talk about his campaign for mayor. Robert, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me, Peter.
Robert, if there's one fun thing about your campaign, what would you think it would be?
The, there are many fun things. Working with my team's fun, but I'll tell you the most fun I have is meeting the people when we do door to door and getting their feedback on what's going on in the city and just getting to know the different pulses of different parts of the city.
Tell us just about yourself personally, just so people can get to know you a bit better.
How far back do you want to go?
Preferably not to birth, but whenever you think about, because you're a grandfather, just some fun facts that people to know about you.
Been here forever. My life sentence in Stratford. I enjoy where I am. It is a good prison, if you want to call it that, to be in. We often laugh about it, and I do. I enjoy the city of Stratford. I've been here forever, all the way through. Only left for university in Ottawa. Great experience, and along the way, I just drove city bus for a part-time job. I worked at the Stratford Festival as a job. I worked in a factory as a job along the way. So I've experienced pretty well those facets of life, which is a good broad experience. My parents, I'm an only child. Dad worked in a factory, and my mother, she delivered Avon and had festival guests. So entrepreneurial on her side, and very frugal. Income is in the low middle level, but we lived in suburbia at the corner of Burritt and Devon Street.
There you go. Hey, Robert, the other thing is professionally, you are an architect. How does that help you in terms of a role as mayor?
Well, actually, as we talk to people and go through the campaign, I'm learning that it is actually a good career to have if you want to be mayor, because you think about it, an architect builds cities, and as an architect in this city, I've been working with the city of Stratford and the many departments over the 34 years. I've been a delegate to council, 4 mayors in their respective councils. I've been the person on the other side, experiencing what the citizen goes through and to help sell the citizen's story to the councillors.
And what kind of community involvement and leadership have you been involved with?
Early on in the career, I was on the United Way, still am on the building committee of the United Way for their United Center on Erie Street. In fact, I suggested to a past ED that that's what they should do instead of renovating their former building. And then Rotary obviously has been the biggest part of my life since 1984. And there I was president. I have been a past assistant governor, and I'm currently chair of the Dragon Boat Festival.
Right. And then going back on a Mayoral, what are you hearing in terms of the community on community needs and your solutions for them for the future?
Well, well, the first one is the roughest street in the city is John, between Huron and the crest of the hill. And but the other big story we're finding, and this is why I ran, is that people are tired of the secrecy, the backroom deals, the lack of engagement with the community, lack of transparency between council. It's almost, I find it when I go to council, it appears that it's a we them situation, and I hear that a lot, and they a lot of them, and I've been fortunate, I guess I'm landing at the right doors. I want to see a change in what's happening in Stratford with the leadership of Stratford, which gives me hope that I might have a good chance of winning in this election.
Robert, there's going to be a lot of new councillors as well. Some councillors are not seeking re-election, and of course, there's a lot of new candidates. How would you work with the new councillors and existing ones in the new past the election?
Well, you work with, again, going back to the career of architecture, I am part of a building committee, and I generally lead and direct that building committee to come up with the right type of building that of the group they represent. So let's use a church. In this case, we have a 34,000 person congregation. We have a building committee of 10 counselors, and it's our job as council to make the parishioners happy, or the owners of this home of Stratford to be happy. And as an architect, like I said, 34 years of guiding and directing building committees to give the people the home that they want to live in. And I think as a mayor, that would happen. And your committee, you have different types of people, some with experience, some that just know what the people want.
So I guess finally, if you were to sum it up, why vote for Robert Ritz?
Robert Ritz is there for a change. I am your clear choice for somebody who has a great understanding of what council and the city is all about, but without being a person of the council that has the reputation of being with the group that didn't say anything during the Shinyi project and the backroom deals or the secret meetings. Those are what the people are telling me. So I am that person.
Robert, thank you very much for joining me today, and best wishes on October 24th.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Appreciate it.
Coming up next, we'll talk to Kathy for mayor.